Good morning, everyone. Today is day 12 and we're going to Panama. It's a typical varietal. It's a washed stone fruit, lime, cane sugar. All right, we are halfway through this calendar. So far we saw good coffees. We saw half of the world, and we will continue today to explore. Okay. So the brewer I'm using today is this. It's a Kalita brand, but it's not a flat bottom brewer. It's kind of like a Melita shaped brewer. Dripper is ceramic. And this is called Kalita HA 101. That's the name of this dripper. Let's say that I don't use this dripper a lot. All right. As I said, I'm not using this dripper a lot, but I wanted to showcase it in this series. And the method that the brewing method that we do today is also something that you can do with other drippers, so you don't need to have this, so it's fine. But definitely, because the shape is different, it will create something different in the brew. But we will see. So today I'm going to do 16 because I'm thinking to do different ratio today. So it's going to be 16 grams of coffee brewed with 260 grams of water. So that is going to make a ratio of 1 to 16.2. Okay. So it's a slightly bit shorter than when I do 15 to 50. Okay. And but the most important thing about this method is the pouring pattern. Okay, so I'm doing 26 clicks. That's one. Okay, 26 clicks. Ground the coffee. And then I will talk about this pouring pattern, okay? Okay, coffee is ground. It's the coffee. So yeah, it's a bit coarser. We start to be on the coarse side. Okay, so again, 16 for today. Put the paper. They have a special paper. It's a kind of like Melita shape. Okay. So I fold on the bottom. And then I fold it on the side. Like this. See here. Okay, it's a ceramic, so I'm going to warm it up with hot water. So 16 grams of coffee, 260 grams of water. We were talking about how pores can, let's say, shape the extraction of the coffee, splitting more pores, longer pores. Okay, what we're gonna do, it's a way to control the extraction towards the brewing. Okay, so basically the method, we will start with a 50 grams pour. Okay, then of course we let it rest. Then we will do a 60 grams pour. Then we will do a 70 grams pour. And then we will do an 80 grams pour at the end. So basically we add more water every single pour to make a total of 260 grams of water. Why doing this method? Why do this pattern? Because a longer pour extract less. Okay, what we are talking about, if you do a longer pour, usually with naturals, because it extracts easier. Splitting pours, you refresh more often the coffee bed with fresh water, so it will extract more. And this is another way you can control the extraction towards the end, so doing longer pours. And it's also easy to remember because you add 10 grams more every pour, basically. So now I'm doing the 71. Okay. So as I said, this is a way to control the extraction towards the end of brewing. It's a method that can work for both washed and naturals. You can see this with adjusting the grind size, or also the temperature of the water, that today I place it at 92. And we will see what we get. Now the last one. Okay. I also choose this brewer because it's the same color of the label of the tin, so it's both of them blue sky. No, I'm joking. I didn't choose, but just notice it. It's the same color. It's good. All right. So as I said, this is a method that you can use in other drippers, okay? Doesn't need to be this one specifically, okay? Okay. Okay. Let's see if this was a bit too slow. We will see. But now we will taste and we will see. Almost very plum, red plum. Okay, so it's sweet. Okay, now I understand the sugar cane. Okay, so it's a good sweet cup. Nothing special, to be honest, so far. nothing special. It's you can taste this in aftertaste, it's very sugarcane, so you can taste the kind of like the brownish of the sugar. Yeah, stone fruit, yeah, absolutely. Red plum, I can taste it. Like you can feel also like the skin of the plum, kind of taste, kind of texture is yeah. It's a nice cup of coffee. Okay, nice cup of coffee. So yeah, this is another way to control the extraction. As I said, it's yeah, it's funny, it's easy to remember. Just add 10 grams more of the water. Of course, you can. It's a cool method because you can decide the quantity of the water based on the coffee you want to brew. For example, if you want to brew less coffee, what you can do, you can start with I don't know. Even if you want to make it stronger or not, you can do, I don't know, 15. I don't know, to make it stronger, you do 15. And you start with 40, and then 50, then 60, then 70. Okay? Or if you want it less strong, but you want less coffee, you can do 14.5, 14, and then do this pattern of 40, 50, 60, 70. Or yeah, you can do more or you can do less. It's you just need to calculate the ratio to understand like the amount of water, the total amount of water that you're going to put in the coffee. In this way, yes, you control the extraction because the first 2 pours is going to be with lower water, so you will extract more from the coffee, and then the last one is going to be a longer one, so you will extract more at the beginning of the pour because you put the fresh water. But then basically the theory behind this is that the water in the dripper, when you see, the water, when you accumulate the water in the dripper, that water gets saturated, okay? So extracts, so the solids, they go into the water. And what happens is this: as the water gets saturated, okay, slowly gets saturated. Of course, it doesn't get saturated 100%, but as it gets saturated, it will reduce the power of extraction because water molecules, they're already occupied by coffee particles, okay? Compounds, not particles, compounds, okay? Chemical compounds. And this is going to slow down the extraction, basically. We will see another method in this second half of the brewing, different way to control this extraction based on this saturation of the water, but I'm not going to anticipate anything. You will discover when it's going to be the time. But this is a way to control extraction as well. Now, this coffee has a low TDS. Doesn't feel it, to be honest. Doesn't feel it at all. It's not watery as a mouthfeel sensation. But that is fine. It's fine. Different coffee, different origin, different varietal, react in different way. Also the roasting matters here. So, but yeah, it's a good cup of coffee. Will it change something? I don't know. No, like maybe I will try another dripper to see how is the outcome with a dripper that I know more. But it's a good cup of coffee. I don't get a lot of lime. Actually, the funny thing is that I don't feel like the acidity is like high, because now I see the TDS, and I think like, okay, it's 1.22. If I go to do the calculation with the ratio that I used and the TDS, the chart, let's say, it will say that I under-extract the coffee. Under-extraction brings a lot of acidity. But to be honest, here it's very sweet. It's not this like acidity forward, okay? So yeah, even if the TDS is low, I can feel it balanced, the coffee. I don't need to have more TDS. I don't need to have higher strength. This can happen, and this is based on the coffee. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to finish to enjoy this coffee. And today I'm flying to London. So in the next 4 days you will see a different place. So I'm not going to be home for the next 4 days. And yeah, but I will bring my calendar, my things, because the box takes too much space. So I want to bring the coffee that I will brew every morning. I will continue to make videos. Probably it's going to be different. It depends about the time that I have to record. But yeah, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop even if I'm not home. Okay, and we will see different way to brew. Also like how to make 2 cups out of 1 brewer. That will be also like interesting to understand variables when you brew a bigger amount of coffee in a brewer. Okay, like I don't know, 30 grams of coffee in a brewer. So that would be also interesting to understand like strategies to brew bigger cups in 1 brewer. Okay, so I'll leave you with this today. And as always, I really appreciate all the comments and all the support, and yeah, it's great. This is giving me a lot of ideas for, you know, content to do after the calendar. And I see that you guys are very willing to understand more, and this gives me the energy to create more, basically. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow, and I wish you a wonderful day. Okay, ciao.